In 1066, at the Battle of Stamford Bridge in Yorkshire, England, invading King Harold Hardrada of Norway is defeated by King Harold Godwinson of England. Less than 3 weeks later, Harold Godwinson is defeated and killed at the Battle of Hastings by William the Conqueror's invading army from Normandy. In 1513, Spanish explorer Vasco Núñez de Balboa becomes the first European to reach the Pacific Ocean from the Americas, having crossed the Isthmus of Panama. He claims the ocean, its islands, and lands for Spain. In 1775, after a failed attempt to take Montreal during the American Revolutionary War, Vermont Patriot Ethan Allen, best known for his seizure of Fort Ticonderoga, is captured by the British and spends the next 3 years in prison, at first in a ship's hold, then in England, and eventually in British-occupied New York City. He is released in a prisoner exchange for British Army officer Archibald Campbell, who was captured by Patriots aboard a vessel in Boston Harbor in 1776. Up next is the answer to yesterday's quiz. In 1789, during its first session, the First Congress of the United States passes 12 amendments to the Constitution, 10 of which are ratified and become known as the Bill of Rights. The 2 amendments that are not ratified by the states are the first 2 proposed, with one that would have limited the total number of members of the House of Representatives to 200, and another about congressional pay that becomes the 27th Amendment in 1992. In 1981, appointed by President Ronald Reagan, who had promised during his 1980 campaign to appoint a woman to the Supreme Court, 51-year-old Sandra Day OConnor of Arizona becomes the first female U.S. Supreme Court justice, serving until her resignation in 2006. She had previously served as an Arizona Court of Appeals judge, a Maricopa County Superior Court judge, and a member of the Arizona State Senate, where she became the first woman to serve as majority leader in a state legislature in the U.S. In 2017, at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles, California, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers play their last concert, as Petty dies a week later. The show is the last stop on the group's 40th anniversary tour. In 2020, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died 1 week earlier, makes history by becoming the first woman to lie in state at the U.S. Capitol. 34 men have received the same honor. And now, it's time for our Today in History quiz. What was the name of the failed Allied mission to seize German-controlled bridges on the Rhine River in World War II? Operation Overlord, Operation Market Garden, Operation Fortitude, or Operation Double Strike? Think you know the answer? Drop your guesses in the comments below. Find out if you're right tomorrow on Today in History.